What do you do when you are battling depression? I've had some tell me about a medicine that they take that they think would help, and I've had others send me a link to an inspiring message. No matter who I talk to on the phone, they tell me, you should look into a hobby or an interest, hone in on the gift that you've been blessed with. Throughout the years, I've started to understand that their objective is to stop my mind from spiraling downward, to stimulate some type of joy and get it going in the opposite direction. But before we're able to find a solution, we first have to ask the question, what is depression? Now that is such a moving target, so it's impossible for me to put my finger on it. But for me personally, it's when my mind, my body, my soul was in a recession. And I often think of the Pac-Man mouth that I learned in algebra, whatever is greater than is getting swallowed and whatever is quote unquote safe is less than. Well, it's like depression and Pac-Man made a pact, because man, I watch it swallow my motives, my energy, responsibilities, anything that would qualify me for being greater than, and not once did I feel safe when I was on the other side of that spectrum. You see, depression came at a time where hope sounded like a cliche and faith sounded like a myth, because I saw the person I could have been and should have been, but the person that I was just contradict. My heart was beating. I could move. Uh-oh. So that signified I was living, but it felt like I just exist. I've seen the pressure of depression push people to overeat, not eat at all, oversleep, not sleep at all, take their energy, their motives, the responsibilities, anything that would make them greater than. And unfortunately, I've seen the pressure of depression allow people to call it quits. You see, depression put a hole in my heart, and it was attacking, because with depression, never once did I feel a hole in my heart. I felt like a fraction. I knew I could make a difference. I felt it in my compassion, but instead of showing out and showing up, I was absent. Why? Because I magnified my problems instead of my purpose, and I lost sight of my worth. Through that, I learned that it is impossible to heal when you become comfortable with your hurt. I felt dead. Kind of like the results of faith without works, ironically, my faith became a noun instead of a verb because I isolated myself. And when I was alone and I pondered my thoughts, that was when the demons came, and the longer they haunt. Because the weaker that I felt, it's like the stronger they fought. For a while, I couldn't even answer the question how much longer I've got. You see, being alone, that's just so frightening. And being raised by a single mom and losing her at the age of 19 made me just shut down. I lost my drive. I couldn't even turn my ignition, even though I saw that the light's green. And so I started looking for things that are sweet inside of a Swisher and started emptying bottles like I was trying to catch lightning. Repeatedly, I was told my future's bright like a high beam. And so I started seeing hope. That's exciting. And now everybody see me chasing my dreams, say nice things like I have a nice rhyme scheme, but that's not the reason that I'm writing. I do it for the people that are kind of like me, every day fighting, barely surviving. If you scream, I scream, like we scream for ice cream. And if your flavor is the same as mine, then we've had a rocky road. And to be honest, I was tired of the person I became. I was exhausted. I was pushing myself more and more to the brink. I almost lost it until I dissected the word, created this motto. When I follow the acrostic, I cross out the D and the E and move the I in front. And I press on through the D, press on. So I want you to cross out the D and the E and move the I in front and say, I press on through the D, press on. Thank you.